Welcome to the deep dive, everyone. We are so incredibly thrilled to have you, our listener, sitting right here at the table with us today. It is great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's going to be a really fun one today.
It really is. So when you hear the word Sardinia, your brain probably jumps straight to a very specific image, right?
Oh, totally. Like brilliant white sands, summer vacation.
Exactly. Maybe a nice luxury resort looking out over a perfectly blue sea.
A classic Mediterranean postcard.
Right. But today we are unpacking a giant stack of archives, travel logs, and cultural records that reveal a reality that is just, well, it's far beyond the beach.
Way beyond it.
We are focusing on Sardinia's capital city, Cagliari, to uncover a place where masked demigods ride through the streets, where ancient Roman love stories are carved directly into solid rock, and where high-tech, futuristic modern operas are performed on the actual ashes of World War II bombings.
It's just such a wild contrast.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this, because if you really want to understand Cagliari, you can't just look at a map. You have to start by feeling its pulse.
And that pulse is, it's unmistakable the moment you set foot in the city. The sources we've been analyzing describe Cagliari's modern layout as having this relentless, vibrant energy. Like if you walk through the historic quarters, like Castello and Marina districts on a warm evening, they are completely alive.
I can imagine.
Yeah, you have these open-air cinemas glowing under the stars at Piazza Yen, and restaurants just sort of, spilling out onto the cobblestones.
Right, and the notes highlight the shoreline down at Poeto Beach, which transforms into this ultimate sunset destination.
Oh, yeah. The sunset parties.
Yeah. You've got DJs spinning electronic dance music right on the waterfront, chic rooftop bars pouring local vintages, and this really exuberant contemporary revelry. It sounds like the absolute perfect Mediterranean summer night.
It really does.
But reading through these historical archives, it seems like this modern energy is, well, it's just the surface layer, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
The modern nightlife you're describing is almost a secular echo of something much older and, frankly, much deeper.
Wow, really?
Yeah. When you look at the traditional festivals across Sardinia, you realize these aren't just dates circled on a calendar to attract tourists,
All right.
or just give people an excuse to party. They are profound expressions of a collective identity, and they serve as an anchor for the community. Take the biggest one in the capital, the Festa di Sant'Efisio.
I saw that in the notes, and the scale of it looks completely massive. It happens every year from May 1st to the 4th, right?
Yep, every single year.
But I'm missing the context here. Like, why this specific saint, and why is the celebration so intense?
Well, it comes back to a deeply psychological need for control during a totally uncontrollable time. Back in 1652, the city of Cagliari was being ravaged by a devastating plague.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was brutal. So in their absolute desperation, the population made a solemn vow to St. Efisio. They pledged that if the plague ended and they were spared, they would carry his statue in a grand procession from the Stampes district all the way to the beach at Nora in Pula. Every single year.
And they actually kept that promise.
For centuries.
That is incredible.
The visual spectacle of it is staggering. The saint is marched through the streets on this vibrant carpet of flower petals, followed by just thousands of worshipers. But it's the details that matter here.
Like what?
You have people dressed in incredibly intricate traditional attire from every distinct village on the island. There are religious brotherhoods, mounted militiamen, and these elaborately decorated ox-drawn carts known as tracas.
Tracas, right.
Yeah. It is essentially a visual catalog of the island's entire cultural makeup. Just, moving as one massive organism.
That is fascinating. But it seems like the intensity takes on a completely different flavor outside of the capital.
Oh, for sure.
The sources mention a carnival festival up the west coast in Oristano called Sa Sartilia. And the descriptions sound almost, mythic.
Mythic is the perfect word for it.
Can you explain what happens with the lead night?
Gladly, because this is where the psychology of these festivals gets incredibly rich. So, the festival kicks off with a highly formalized ritual dressing of the lead knight, who is known as Su Componidori.
Okay.
The knight is dressed in total silence by a specialized group of women known as the Macietas. They meticulously sew him into these traditional garments, and finally they place a haunting androgynous mask on his face.
Wait, an androgynous mask? Why?
Because the moment that mask goes on, the individual is erased, he is no longer a man, he embodies the spirit of the festival.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a transformation. He becomes an earthly demigod, carrying the weight of the community's harvest and fortune. After a specific blessing, they launch into the race for the star.
Which sounds completely wild. The notes say these riders challenge each other to a high-speed gallop down the main street of the old town, just trying to catch a suspended star with their swords as they ride by.
Exactly, at full speed. And it is only at the very end of the festival, when Su Componitore is ritually undressed and the mask comes off, that the spell is broken and he becomes a mortal knight again.
That is intense. And that actually brings me to my favorite origin story in this entire stack of research.
Oh, I think I know which one you're going to bring up.
The barefoot race, right? The Corsa degli Scalzi in Cabras. I need you to walk us through this one because it sounds like something out of a historical thriller.
It really is brilliant tactical history.
Right.
So the tradition takes place on the first weekend of September, but it dates all the way back to the year 1619.
Okay, 1619, right.
At that time, a Moorish raiding party attacked the area. The local men realized they desperately needed to save this wooden statue of St. Salvatore from being captured or burned.
So what did they do?
Well, hundreds of men, dressed in white, grabbed the statue and just ran barefoot through the countryside along a 7-kilometer dirt road.
But the incredible part is why they ran, right? Like, it wasn't just running away.
Right. It wasn't just to flee, it was a psychological ruse.
I love this.
Yeah. All of those barefoot men running in a massive pack kicked up this enormous cloud of dust. From the perspective of the Moorish raiders, a dust cloud of that magnitude implied they were facing a highly organized, massive, and overwhelming army.
Right, because coastal raiders rely on speed and vulnerability.
Exactly. They don't want a protracted military battle. So, seeing that massive dust cloud, the raiders just panicked and fled.
A psychological trick that completely saved the village. And they still do this today.
Yes. Hundreds of men in white still carry the statue barefoot along that exact same 7-kilometer dirt road from Cabras to the village of San Salvatore.
Reading through all of this, I can't help but wonder for you, our listener, how to really visualize this. Like, is it accurate to think of these festivals like a massive island-wide block party mixed with a historical reenactment? Because, they have the energy of a DJ set at Poeto Beach, but the costumes of a museum.
Well, what's fascinating here is that the word reenactment actually does them a pretty big disservice.
Oh, really? How so?
A reenactment implies pretending to be someone from the past. For the Sardinians, this isn't pretending at all. It is a continuous living memory.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, when those men run barefoot in Cabras, they aren't actors playing the men of 1619. They are the men of Cabras, fulfilling the exact same unbroken vow. These events blur the lines between faith, civic pride, and living history. The past is fully present in their everyday lives.
If their culture is that intensely alive today, how does that leave a permanent mark on the environment? Like, where does all this living energy go when the festival is over?
It's a great question.
It seems like it bleeds right into the stone of the city itself. So I want to shift our focus to the physical layers of Cagliari, starting with the Bastion of San Remi.
The Bastion is, physically impossible to miss. It is this monumental neoclassical structure built between the late 19th and early 20th centuries, sitting right on top of the ancient Spanish fortifications.
It looks massive in the photos.
It is. It features a sweeping grand staircase with 170 steps that leads up to the Terrace Umberto Sedli, situated 56 meters above sea level.
From what I can tell, it acts as the panoramic living room of the city. You get a view of the entire Gulf of Angels, the port, the plains. But what caught my eye is the covered walkway hiding right underneath that terrace.
Right, the Galleria Umberto Way.
Yeah, what exactly is the Galleria?
It's a massive covered promenade with 3 naves. And what makes it special is how it has absorbed the trauma and the needs of the city over the last century.
Okay,